So I've been getting to the Naruto Stone games due to the fact that the trilogy is on PS4, and honestly, I really do like the full Stone game so far. I've been a big fan of the 2D videos on the PS2, and well, that is if you see my other videos because I've talked about them. But honestly, I really do think that Stone 1 plays exactly how the PS2 games would play in 3D. And honestly, I really do think that Bandai did a good job translating the fast way of those games to this one. But I think right now we actually should get into the video. But again, I think the first thing I really like is the gameplay, as I mentioned before. It's really fast paced, and honestly, I think it feels like the anime at some parts. It's also super satisfying to get off attacks, and I really do think that the stages actually help complement it just because, they're really huge to run around in, and, you get a really fun place to play. And some other fun gameplay elements I like is the fact that you can do chakra dashing and throw chakra induced or infused ninja weapons. Both are really nice additions. I think it makes it add some depth and makes it a bit faster. Then there was also the characters. I really do think that the characters here are basically standard characters for what a Naruto game should have. You have all your normal genin and some villains in there too to make it, to flesh out the roster. Some characters I actually really love to play have to be Lee, Kakashi, Neji, Sasuke, and Guy. I think those guys are like really fast and like just go in, hit hard, and leave. And I really like those type of characters, at least in this game. Another neat thing about the characters, you can actually customize them, or at least their attacks. After playing the adventure mode for a bit, you can collect treasures to unlock more jutsus for the other characters, and then that way you can choose which ones you like, which ones you don't, and stuff like that. Another fun aspect I actually really like about this game is actually running around the Leaf Village, and it feels exactly how Ultimate Ninja 2 and 3 feel like, but like on a much bigger scale. It's also the place where you do the missions and like whatnot, and honestly, I think those are fine on their own. But back in the Leaf Village, I think it's really fun to see the fastest time you can actually get from running from place to place and see like where everything's located. And I honestly do think it's a fun time when you're just messing around. But now I think it's a good time to get into what I didn't like in the game, and honestly, I think one of them has to be the story. It's pulled straight from the manga and the anime minus the filler, and coming from the 2D games, this is a major letdown. For the most part, the games had their original story for the 2D parts, or at least part of them were original. For example, Naruto Ultimate Ninja 2 and 4 had original plot points put in them to make them feel special. Like for example, Naruto Ultimate Ninja 2 had a special mode called the Ghetto mode, and Ultimate Ninja 4 had something we had to deal with the course on the village, and Naruto had to get rid of it. I can guess redoing arcs on the show is easier since you don't have to think of an original plot, but honestly, I really do miss the original plots that the PS2 games had, so that's a major bummer here. Another big thing for me I found lacking in this game is the roster, and I know I complimented a while ago, but there were some really dumb decisions that they made when picking characters. Like for example, characters like Zabuza and Haku on there, which I think they're one of the biggest characters in the original Naruto, and there are always some characters locked within these support. Like for example, the Sound Ninja 4 with the first and second Hokage, or some characters that only in support, which I find odd since I really do think that a lot like those guys are really big key players in Naruto. Or at least, for example, the Sound Ninja 4 are really big in the original Naruto since they doing the one of the last canon arcs, all the guys had to fight them. So it just baffles me why some characters were left out or at least not playable. And then there's a map, and I really do like going around the Leaf Village, but it's the only place you can go around it. For me, I think it gets somewhat boring fast since you all seeing the same stuff over and over again. And at least say the 2D games, like you go to the Sand Village and other parts of the Leaf Village, like the Forest of Death. And I really wish you can go to these other areas too in this game, but I don't think it's that big of a deal since Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2 and later on actually do this a little bit better, so at least they fixed it for later games. And then there's the side missions, and honestly I think most of them are just lacking in substance. It's more or less someone wanted to do training or whatnot, and there's not much story behind them. It's just, hey, help me do this thing, or hey, do this thing with me, and that's it. It usually ends up in a fight, or you doing like a mini game or something. It's not that interesting. Honestly, do I like this game overall? Yeah, honestly I think the gameplay holds up for the most part. If anything, I think Storm 1 is a good starting point for the series, and honestly I'm glad it continued since I really do think these games are actually really enjoyable. So let's review the likes and dislikes before we end the video. Likes, fun gameplay, good stages, decent roster, and fun world to run around in. Dislikes, no original story, certain characters not being in, only one map to run around in, and adventure mode can get boring after a while. Thank you guys for watching the video, and see you guys later.